Hello. Today, I wanted to make a video to describe like the full features of my Drawsome 2 desktop application. So basically, it's an improvement on the current Drawsome desktop application. The one before functioned as a standard slideshow application, and I think this one makes everything a lot more easy to reference the images of the things you want to draw. So as always, it has a choose folder button. You can just choose any folder of images off your computer. I added the feature to include subfolders. You just have to choose the folder again, and it'll tell you how many images were found in it all. So I narrowed down the images to show, but of course I left one. You could enter in a custom amount of images that you want to practice from, or the amount, the time. I went to starting at 30 seconds all the way to your custom time minutes. Whether or not you want to randomize the images in the given folder that will be showed in the slideshow. I mean, it just does it for the slideshow. It doesn't actually randomize your images in the folder. So because we're working with a single screen instead of one on a second monitor, one on this is on the same monitor, we have various options to choose. There's the small, which I think of a really small thumbnail size. It could be beneficial if you're doing thumbnail studies or if you're trying to summarize stuff from afar. There's the auto large, makes things larger. It does this all proportionally with images based on their file size. And of course there's the actual size. So the actual size will of course use the actual size of the and sorry, it may have freaked out for a second. I'm gonna end that. Sometimes images can get really large, and if they're larger than your computer screen, it may try to take up more space than that. So that's kind of why I made the auto small and auto large features. But in general, that's a coffee bean. I'm kind of using the wrong one. I was using the wrong folder. But let's go back to that again, because some of those images were just images I got off Google. Sometimes it may take a second for the size to readjust, but the application does its best. So here we are with the application mode. With a normal slideshow application, I have pause play. There's the time left for the image, but the important thing is that only shows when you're focused on the window itself. I think it's too distracting to have it when the slideshow is playing, because I think the thing you need to focus on is the image, the image to draw at hand. So basically, if you want to go to next image, you can just do that. And as you go to the next image, sometimes it may take a second to do that, but it'll load it, and it'll load it proportionally. It's only running a little slow on my computer because I'm running my drawing application and a couple other applications, and also my screen recording software. So it'll perform faster for you. Of course, I have the standard mark image as completed feature, which will pretty much go to the next image. Maybe you decided that you had it completed, so it will do that for you, luckily. Of course, there's a flipping functionality, grayscale, and I just realized I really don't mean to use these images off Google. I always like to have something to cite. But I have a grayscale feature for that. Also a feature to copy the image to your clipboard, and then you could paste it. But luckily it appears I just crashed my own application. This is just because I am using too many applications at the same time. It won't do this. But where would I be? Oh, self-corrected. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, sorry. This won't happen to you. Obviously, it'll be a lot faster I think you can use it when you're using screen recording software. It's just, like I said, I have a bunch of other stuff open, and my computer is not the fastest. But yeah, it this image, it's really large. It's massive, so it couldn't even copy and paste all of it to the canvas just because the canvas size is smaller compared to the image itself. Okay. So yeah, it has that copy image functionality, but that'll copy like the actual image itself for when you paste it. And of course, there's the end slideshow button, which will just end the slideshow. So there's just a ton of features that you could use with this application as you go. And it tries to act responsively to every image size. Now, I want to touch upon one last feature, that is the resizing functionality. And basically, you know, it resizes the images proportionally if you're looking for a larger image, because sometimes you may be working with a smaller image. Like, let's go back. You're working with a small image, but maybe it's like, let's say this is too small, right? We want it like a little larger. Well, great. We just did that. And this will only operate on the, like, the given image that you're at. So when you go to, like, another image, it will go back to the auto small feature. But yeah, I think, you know, it tries to be very forgiving for all of your images, because, you know, it's very difficult. Like, who wants to spend time going through every image they have and, like, cutting it to fit this certain dimension? I mean, you could do that if you want to, but I think more often than not, being forgiving to every type of image you have and having, like, a nice fallback to work with whatever size it is a much better way to go. But yeah, those are the main features of Drawsome 2. I hope this application helps you in your drawing career, and I hope that it really provides value and value to you. Thank you for listening to this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments below, or you could send me an email. If you like this video, please like it. If you don't, dislike it. If you like my channel and what I do, please subscribe. Thank you for listening. Oh, I'll put a link to this application in the description so you can get it. Thank you for listening. Bye.